Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 33 already of our Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke here on the channel. As you can see, we are currently sitting here in Cianwood City Gym, and as you can see over that way, we got ourselves the Storm Badge. Last episode, we did take on the gym leader here in Cianwood City, good old Chuck, who, despite having a lot of power behind himself, he didn't have a lot of powerful... I'm lying. He had some powerful Pokemon. If you missed the episode, go back and check it out. Description and outro after the video. Got a link there for the playlist if you want to get caught up on all the adventures thus far. But we did manage to pull through with a successful team, and that team, excuse me, is as follows. By the way, I still got a... Why am I switching? I still got a bit of my cold left. What's really weird, I started the day off feeling still headachy and, like, you know, congestion and stuff, sore throat, I was coughing all day. I don't think I've gotten better, but I feel energized. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's try to ride that energy as long as we can for the day. First up, we got Spike the Houndoom at level 30, holding the Quick Claw, because there wasn't any other items to really give her, but I mean, that could come in handy in a pinch. We have Bite, Ember, Feint Attack, and Rock Smash. Oh yeah, we learned Feint Attack last time, I believe. And very nice special attack at 85. Of course, here in Gen 2, all dark moves and fire moves are special, so that works out really well. She has the Stab of Fire and Dark, and very nice special attack. Next up is Ramen the Wigglytuff, who I am happy to say pulled through so spectacularly. It's not a word, but he did it in the last episode. If you missed it, again, check it out. You gotta see how things went down. I'm not gonna tell you what Pokemon he took down, but he took down a Pokemon. Partly because of the Polka Dot Bow, I will say, and the Strength Attack, as well as Double Slap, Sing, and Defense Curl. They didn't really play that much of a role in the battle. Sing kind of helped a bit. And only 56 attack stat. Now, of course, it wasn't just Ramen. We had S-Pika. Okay, never mind. I thought S-Pika was next up. Next up, though, is Fire Strike the Golbat, level 29, holding the Scope Lens to increase the critical hit ratio. We've got Bite, Leech Life, Confuse Ray, and Screech, and pretty decent speed, pretty decent attack. Next up is the Tail Whipper herself, S-Pika, our Quagsire, at level 30. She has the Mystic Water to improve the Surf attack power. Also got Headbutt, Amnesia, and Tail Whip. Pretty decent on the physical side. Next up is Omixark, our Blossom, almost level 30. 133 points to go, but level 29 for now. Holding that Miracle Seed to power up Petal Dance and Absorb. We also have Stun Spore and Sweet Scent. Very decent defensively, well, special defensively. Physical defense is the next to last stat. Whoops. Anyway, last but not least, come on, Pichu. You gotta be friendly, man. Payung the Pichu is up next, level 29, holding the Light Ball because I want to give him something to hold on to try to make him a little bit happier, and I thought Light Ball works with the Pikachu family, or Pikachu itself, so might be encouragement to evolve, I don't know. Thunder Wave, Charm, and Tail Whip, and Flash for the moves, and stats. Alright, so now that we have completed the gym battle, we do have to go heal. But we do get ourselves a pretty fancy little hidden machine from this lady right here. You crossed the sea? Yes, I did. Yada, yada, yada. If I knew how to fly, that's Cianwood's gym badge. Then you should take this HM. HM02 is Fly! But in preparing to record this video, I had to stop and think, can Golbat learn Fly? I somehow seem to think that it can't, or at least it couldn't, at some point in the past. Is Gen 2, when Fly became a thing for Golbat? Oh, let me know in the comments, too. Has Golbat always been able to learn Fly? Because something tells me there's a time when it couldn't. My husband lost you, so he needs to train harder. That's good, since he was getting a little chubby. Actually, he has a bit of a rotundness to him, does he not? Okay, so let's just stop beating around the bush right now. Let's get that Fly HM. Can we see a flying Golbat in our future? I gotta surf all the way back? I mean, technically, we have Lugia in our PC. I know Lugia can learn Fly, but since Fly is not a mandatory HM, you do not need it to complete the game, I'm not gonna bother doing it. We can surf. Plus, we could get another encounter or two. We could get shiny Pokemon. We can't capture any more Pokemon, though. We have all of our encounters on Route 41, 40, not in the Royal Islands, because we have not gone in there just yet. But, I mean, there could be more trainers to take on as well. Hey, tell you what, since we have to battle things anyway, or do we? I'm gonna test something here. we're going to lead with Payun, so that if we do get in any battles, I can switch out and get some switch training. I want to give you the cleanse tag. I want to test this and see how well does it work. So, holding it helps repel wild Pokemon. I believe the Pokemon in the top part of the party has to be holding the cleanse tag. But let's see, do we still get wild encounters? Does it maybe just minimize them or completely negate them? That's a battle. Let's do this! At night, Staryu gather near the water surface. I would imagine they do. Now, do you have a Staryu? You probably don't. It's been randomized. But yeah, it was quite a combo of Pokemon last time. Interesting stuff. So, the question of the day for today's video, as I've been saying, if you leave a response to the question of the day, you have a chance to have a Pokemon named after you as we go further into this playthrough, as we add more Pokemon to our team. And top of my head, I was thinking, what's a good comment to, a good question to leave, or a good question to ask for you to leave comments. And if you guys are following, and girls, the current update in Pokemon TCG, it is the Team Up expansion. It features these new Tag Team GX Pokemon, where 2 Pokemon come together. I think technically it's supposed to be like 1 GX plus another Pokemon. That's for Gyarados. What are we going to do with the Gyarados? Well, excuse me, we're gonna... I guess Ramen? I mean, what would this thing have? I mean, it could have Thrash. Let's go to Espika. You could Headbutt. But yeah, so Tag Team GX is... It's probably supposed to be 2 GX Pokemon together. Oh, it does have Thrash. But I like the idea of it being 1 GX plus a standard Pokemon. Because normally, in Pokemon TCG, if you don't play it, I'll explain that. When you knock out a Pokemon GX, which is consider almost like a Mega Evolution. It's a step above a regular Pokemon. You get 2 of your prize cards instead of just 1. So it's like, it's stronger, but you lose more if the opponent knocks your Pokemon GX out. So, excuse me, as I say, still a bit of a cold. You only get 3 prizes if you knock out a Tag Team GX, so it seems like 1 GX plus an extra Pokemon to get 3 prizes. It's just me figuring out mathematicals, who needs that, right? But, the question is, which Tag Team GX card would you most like to see? We've been seeing a lot of things where legendary Pokemon are being tag teamed with other things, like, what was it? The first one they revealed was Zekrom and Pikachu. Or was it technically Pikachu and Zekrom GX? I forget the way they worded it, but anyway, little Pikachu teamed up with the dark electric dragon of the Unova region, Zekrom. Speaking of electric, we have a Mareep. Let us defeat Mareep with Ramen. How often do you knock out a sheep with noodles, right? I'm gonna guess not often. Oh, you're gonna growl, eh? We still have the strength, I think, to handle this. So, when they announced the Tag Team GXs, and I saw Pikachu with Zekrom, excuse me. Oh, critical hit, ignoring that growl, very nice. I thought, okay, I want to see some basic Pokemon with some legendaries. My first thought was Magikarp and Kyogre GX. We actually didn't get that, but we did get Magikarp and Wailord GX, so they did go with Magikarp based on my recommendation. I called up Nintendo. I said, Nintendo, could you make a Magikarp GX tag team card? And Nintendo said, we're not the Pokemon Company International. We don't do that. And I was like, oh, can I have their number? And they hung up. So anyway, turns out they went with Magikarp regardless. But what I would like to see is Groudon and Diglett GX. Why Diglett? Why not? Better yet, why not and Mewtwo GX? I think in the new set coming out, actually, we need the experience. We're just going to run from this thing. I think... Oh, so the cleanse tag does not prevent all battles, but it seems to reduce them at least. Hey, let's fight you. We skipped a bunch of trainers on the way here, but I mean, it's kind of good we did so we can get some training on the way back. But I think... No, if these cards are accurate and true and not fakes, which I've seen a few, you know, fakes technically, but it's people putting their own ideas together. I saw someone on Instagram, but someone posted a few, and I've seen some of these cards posted in multiple times from different people, so it stands to reason they might be accurate. I think Mewtwo and Mew GX are coming as a tag team. That's actually bad. Bad, Venusaur, bad. That Leech Seed is going to do a lot of recovery for you from our high HP Wigglytuff. But can we defeat you before you heal up too much? I think we can. Look, that's a lot of HP back. And now we're sleeping. I don't want to fall asleep, Venusaur. I'm actually very energized tonight. In fact, I'm planning to go into Fire Strike. Sure. I'm planning to try to get a couple of episodes recorded tonight to get prepared for our upcoming live streams here on the channel. Now that I've sort of found a better way to do the catching a Pokemon and nicknaming them based on your guys' comments, then I don't need to record one episode every night of the week, thereby taking up all my time. I can record a couple episodes in a night, and that's a rock type. We're going to switch and have time to do some live streams. So as long as my internet holds out, which it probably should, I don't really think there's going to be an issue, we'll be all set. What was I just talking about now, though? How do I get sidetracked so badly? I also think that... what is it? I think I've seen Muck and Alolan Muck GX are coming out. Now, if this card is accurate, and that's the one I've seen in a few places, so it stands to reason it's going to be accurate. Their first attack, I think it's something like Super Hazardous Toxic Pollen Poison GX something, is basically it poisons, but it says put 8 damage counters instead of 1 on that Pokemon between turns. That's a lot of poison damage. How are we doing on HP, first of all? I think we're fine. Now, apparently, the GX attack of Muck and Alolan Muck GX, and if I am giving false information, and this is all just, you know, rumors and speculation and stuff, and I'm presenting it as factual evidence, I apologize. I am completely ignorant and oblivious to the facts. So, I'm not giving the best information here, am I? If I willingly and knowingly am admitting this might not be true. But, I mean, let's assume it is true. If it is the Alolan, or the Muck and Alolan Muck GX card that I saw that is accurate, the GX move, I think it says it... I thought we were going to fight you. I'm a bit tired. If I win, lend me your Pokemon. No! It's my S-Pika. You can't have S-Pika. She's on my side. But, the GX move says... what is it? I think it paralyzes, poisons, and such and such. But, if you have X number of excess energy attached to it in addition to its attack cost, then you do 15 damage counters for that poison. Essentially, you're looking at a 2-hit KO because very few Pokemon have more than 300 HP. That's a lot of poison. Now, could you imagine? First of all, you're not going to need this, but imagine that with things like Seviper on your bench, Burbank City Gym, and just to add a little bit more power, you could have a Croagunkuse poison up. So you know what we're going to do with this? I'm going to Leech Life it. If it has Confusion, excuse me, I apologize, Fire Strike, but first of all, will it live a Leech Life? Wow, it really does. And it's got Confusion, but we are 10 levels above. I think we'll be okay. Okay, don't confuse me. Thank you. Let's flinch it out for the bite. That might knock it out, though. Not bad. Alright, boom. It's too bad Leech Life isn't the current power level that it is in Gen 7. Do you think they're going to keep that power for Gen 8? I can't see why they wouldn't, so why do I even question that? I don't know. Why do I question why I question it? I don't know. I have no answers for anything today. We do get a flinch. And Fire Strike should hit level 30. Can we see evolution? You've been holding that scope lens forever. You must love being on my side. Come on. That's actually a good move to get. Wing attack. Alright. I've been waiting for this. To be completely honest, as much as I do like recovery, it's not helping us that much. I'm going to replace Leech Life. Confuse Ray and Screech do have their moments to shine. We got us a Wing attack. Not bad. Now, if only we get Poison Fang. Wow, we got us a Nidoking. It's a good thing we learned Wing Attack when we did. Check this out. 1-hit KO. We're like twice your level. Boom. Fire Strike is tearing through. I love it. That would not have happened had we not picked up that Wing Attack just now. I'm really hoping we see an evolution. Because I'm pretty sure Crobat can learn Fly, as opposed to Golbat not being able to learn it. But again, can Golbat learn Fly nowadays? I kind of want to Google it, but last time I did an OK Goop, my phone hears me when I say that. I don't want to have to mess up the timing. Last time I did one of the OKs, it didn't work out so well for me. It just kept yakking at me across the room there, and it's just like, I don't got time for you, phone. You got time for me. You got my timer. But I'm basically rambling at this point because I'm trying to get this thing knocked out as soon as possible. Even though we're burned, wing attack still drops this thing. The burn takes us down to like half attack, I believe. We get a critical anyway, but burn, I think, makes you do half damage. It basically takes your physical attack stat down by half. Pant. You ain't even got pants. You barely got shorts. So far to Cyanwood, but it's no easy return trip to Olivine either. What should I do? Drift onward, young man. Hey, we're under attack again. So we might not actually... Oh, we didn't evolve. Are we gonna get any happiness evolutions? We might not actually do the Jasmine Gym battle in this episode, because it's taking forever to get back. However, depending on the time... Oh, battle. I mean, I want experience anyway. Don't ride my Pokemon, swim? Fun fact, I've told you folks many times, it's always around this time of a gameplay when I hit the water, but I don't know how to swim. I've never learned, because when I was younger, how old was I? I'm gonna say maybe 2 or 3. Pretty young. I fell in a pool when I was a kid, and, you know, the word traumatized is thrown around all willy-nilly these days, but it might not be the right word to use here, but it did affect me, and I do have a phobia of not so much water. Like, water I have no problem with. It's just really weird that if water hits me in a certain part of my head, like the top back of my head, right around here, sort of, if I feel water hit me there, and I'm not prepared for it, that can sort of, you know, freak me out. Sudden panic moment. And I found that out one time when I was sitting in my room. How old was I? Probably like 16 or something. Sitting in my room, actually I was laying down on my bed watching TV, and my mother's boyfriend at the time, as mature as that man was, comes in with a water gun. Totally unexpected. He shoots water gun right at me. It happened to hit me right in that spot, and I suddenly couldn't breathe. I was like, panicked right then. I was like, what was that? And that's when I sort of realized, oh, that's like a trigger spot, basically. It was weird. You know what? We want you to wake up, Ramen. Get in there. If anything's going to wake you up, it's this flower petal dancing monster. It's actually petal dancing. I completely forgot that's a thing. How odd that I chose those words. Well, we'll take one more hit. Then I think we're going to need to get Spike in here. We're going to release the hounds with bees in their mouth. Actually, no, we don't have any bees. But we got Ember. That's the same kind of thing as bees. They both sting in different ways. Let's do this. But, yeah, as far as swimming goes, I've never learned how. Now, actually, was it last year, I think? I was visiting some friends over on Prince Edward Island here in the Maritimes. You've been sweet-scented, Spike. That's not sweet. That's actually pretty sweet. And for the first time in my life, excuse me, I cleared my throat. And then I decided to go down a water slide. There's a nice little twisty-turny water slide at the swimming pool that they had there. I forget where it was at, but long story short, my first time going down a water slide. And I thought, let's just do it. I've never done it. I might as well give it a shot, see what it's all about. And things were going fine. Until the very bottom of the water slide, at which point, for some reason, I'm coming down the slide like this. My feet went up. My head went under the water. And immediately, I could sort of feel the water up in my nose. And I'm like, I'm just kind of, I was starting to freak out, but then I realized, wait, I gotta calm down. And I kind of maneuvered myself, got my feet to the bottom of the pool, stood up, and I was breathing like crazy. But I regained my composure. I almost died, but then I didn't die. And when you almost die but don't die, that is a successful day in my book. I almost said that flawlessly, and then I stumbled my words again. Swimming exercises your entire body. It is healthy. I agree. I fought you. Okay, so we still got 5 minutes. We got time to take on a gym leader. I'm a little bit worried, though, because I forget what her ace is, like what level. I seem to think 35. If it is 35, as I said in the previous episode, I believe, any rival Pokemon trainers that have their Pokemon at level 35 will have guaranteed max evolutions, and that's where things are going to get sort of spooky crazy. So let's not lead with Payung right now. Let us You know what? Since she normally is a Steel-type trainer, we're going to leave with Spike. We do have Ember. I don't think, you know, with all the different typings, and the fact that Steel-type is pretty rare, I don't think Jasmine's going to have a Steelix, or any Magnemite for that matter. Chaz, it's me, Dana. Right now I'm on Route 38. If you're close by, let's battle. I'll be waiting for you. No. No. You're not giving me a free item? No. I mean, money's good, though. Maybe I should go get some cash. But I think we're probably good on cash. You know what? I should buy items before we go in here. But I'm going in here. Hey, it's Mr. Guide Man. Jasmine, the gym leader, is at the lighthouse. Oh, we didn't give the medicine yet. Okay, we might not have time to do the battle. She's been tending to a sick Pokemon. Strong trainer has to be blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's move over to the lighthouse. Actually, yeah, I'm going to save the battle for the next episode because the last episode went on a little bit longer than expected with the grinding and stuff. So, I'm going to make you wait for tomorrow for our showdown versus Jasmine. But for me, I'm going to record it in just a moment because that's going to be fun. I'm not going to tell you what happens because I can't. I mean, I could Twitter tweet it at you, but no. You guys want to see the footage, and girls. You want to see the actual visualization of the battle. And I'm not going to rob you of that. You got to see it in action. I am still a little bit scared. Because, I mean, okay, you must have seen the last episode by now. Who brings a Dragonite to a fighting gym? Chuck, that's who. Well, we actually made it through that pretty well. But, I mean, it could have gone very, very badly. Excuse me. Speaking of coughing, will that medicine cure Amphi? Yep. Here's the secret potion. I can't take it myself even though I got a cold. Please don't be offended. Amphi will not take anything from anyone but me. Jasmine. Is that her? Is she just making the sound with her face? Amphi, how are you feeling? Yay! Amphi's fine and back to normal. We still gotta help Moo the milk tank though. Oh, I'm so relieved. This is just so wonderful. Thank you so very, very much. I'll return to the gym. And off she goes to take the secret exit out of here. But she must have just fallen down here. But anyway, now that we have cured Amphi, we're just gonna get flashed. Alright. We're gonna grab ourselves a nice little drink of that tea over there and some crumpets that are left behind. We're gonna save it up right here, because the next episode will kick off our battle versus Jasmine, the Steel-type gym leader of Olivine City. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, well, first of all, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to click the old like button down below. And if you are new here and you are not yet a subscriber, feel free to subscribe. But I recently figured out how to put the join button on my channel. Now, we had it on the gaming.youtube.com, but since that's going away, I guess there's different updates for the regular YouTube channels and stuff. So, apparently I didn't have a join button on there the whole time. I believe it should be there now. So, if you want to join as a member, get yourself some members exclusive perks, which are, I believe, visible. If you click that join button, it shows you what you can get as a monthly member. So, feel free to do that if you'd like to do so. Our next members exclusive event coming up in just a few days is a scavenger hunt in which you get some special Pokemon that I've bred up for going on a little hunt to try to catch certain things that I'm looking for. So anyway, with all that being said, if you want to subscribe or join, feel free to do so. And if you want to see any more episodes of this playthrough, Pokemon Crystal Version Randomized Nuzlocke, the description and the outro coming up have links to the playlist, which you can check out. But that's going to be it for now. I'll take a little bit of a break to rest the throat, and then record the next video, which you'll see tomorrow here on the channel. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.